You're listening to Midlife No Crisis with Katie and Katie.
Just two midlife mates in their 40s, no filters and plenty of laughs. A funny, honest podcast about friendship, women, and surviving midlife.
Enjoy your listen and don't forget to subscribe so you have access to all our future episodes.
Hi.
Hello. The
We're
ironic
very
thing
good
is
at
when I do
this.
that with my hands to do the clap, I think Zoom thinks I'm about to high five you or something. And it
Yeah,
comes up
it's
with
weird,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, you can do that, can't you?
Yeah.
High
Hello.
five.
High five. Welcome everybody to our crisis talks. I think we are having a crisis. We're having a crisis about taking exercise too seriously, we've decided, haven't we?
Yeah, we've decided that was a very serious podcast
It was a
episode.
very serious main episode, wasn't it? All about exercise and what we do and what
Not
we don't
making
do.
any jokes
No,
about anything. Not taking the piss out of any words.
no, no, but I've managed to remember every word I've said today. Have you
You
noticed that?
have?
I
Do
haven't
you know, we didn't
forgotten
slag
any.
anyone off either.
I
That was
know
pretty good.
we didn't. What I
No.
do need to say before we go on, because I forgot to say it in the beginning of the main episode, was obviously Arjuan's been catching up on podcasts, so she messaged me earlier this week, and all it said
Mm.
was it was me that passed out at the Inspiro carpets, and it made me laugh
Oh.
so much. It made me laugh so much. And I said, was it too much poppers? And she said it wasn't. We were getting crushed against the barrier.
Oh, right. Not too much poppers.
Not too much
Oh
poppers.
God.
I know.
Oh, that's quite funny.
I know, but that's funny, isn't
Oh, I
it?
did you not remember it was Joanne?
I know. Well, how weird is that I don't remember it was
Yeah,
Joanne? So for
it's
everyone
weird.
else's benefit, Joanne is my oldest friend who I've known since
Yeah.
we were into preschool together, which
And
is
you didn't
really bad,
remember
isn't
that she
it?
was even there.
Do you remember she was there? I am bad
Oh,
friend. I'm
that's
sorry, Joe. I
sad.
love you so much, and I really didn't mean to forget you. I hope this
Oh,
makes up
poor
for it.
Joe. Well, she's
Oh,
got a
Joe.
good extreme sports story.
What's her extreme sports story?
Lucas.
Oh yeah, Lucas. I thought you were thinking she'd done something extreme.
Well, she's pretty sporty, to be fair.
Yeah, see, I mean, Lucas is incredible, isn't he, what he's achieved?
Yeah.
Mm.
So is it under 18s?
Yeah,
GB.
yeah,
Yeah.
Team GB for water
Water polo.
polo, which is
Amazing.
incredible, yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. Oh,
I know.
good luck to them. James he's not even playing football anymore after all that.
I
I think
know.
he's gone. Well, not that he's gone full circle. He still loves football, but he does throw himself into things. He is definitely but not football anymore.
Not football. More
Not
like,
after the 10 years of extreme
I know. Bless him.
footballing.
I think this is
Yeah.
the hard thing about kids sports, and we're not going to talk about it too much today because I do think there's a whole episode to talk about it in.
Yeah, we can.
But you do put a lot of effort, time, energy, both from a parental perspective, but the kids do too, don't they? And it's such a fine line as to whether it's worth it. I don't want to say
I
worth it, but
know. I know what
that
you mean.
not
Yeah.
everyone makes it, and then it's really tough when they don't,
Yeah.
isn't it? So,
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
yeah.
It's a
So
hard one. But anyway,
with
let's
the
talk about Sarah Cox.
inspirational Sarah Cox, I know. So when I heard, because I listened to her podcast, the is it Teen Commandments?
Teen Commandments, yeah.
So she was talking a little bit on there, and then I do listen to her on radio too. She was talking when they announced that she was doing the challenge.
Mm.
It just never ever occurred to me to think, oh my God, at her age, did it you?
No,
No,
no, not in the slightest.
because
No.
Vernon Kay did it, didn't he? Did he do it last year? Paddy McGuinness did it. They're all similar sort of age to
Yeah,
her.
50. Yeah.
Yeah. But that seems to have become an issue with Sarah doing it, hasn't it, with her age?
Well, obviously. Who was it who said women of a certain age?
Trevor Nelson. So I was
S-
listening to the radio when it happened.
Right. And what did he say?
So he said something along the lines of, you're really doing it for women of a certain age, Sarah. And she
Oh,
just took him to task, rightly so. Absolutely rightly so. Because why shouldn't she be doing a challenge like that? And it's phenomenal. And I said, didn't I, in the main episode, I watched it and I was a little bit jealous because I love doing challenges.
yeah,
And it's obviously a
I don't.
mentality of whatever type, isn't it? Um, and she's
Yeah,
I don't know whether she does a lot of working out or sport or anything or how prepared she was for it, but obviously she must have been surrounded by a team of experts, that
yeah,
Professor Greg
yeah,
chap
yeah.
and
Yeah, it's a funny one, isn't it? I have had some conversations about it this week, which interesting. Like, no, this isn't. No one was taking anything away from what she was doing because it's unbelievable.
yeah.
But there was some conversations about that whether she was put under pressure by the BBC to do it, and whether she was like, because I someone said, oh, it's extreme even for an athlete to do that.
Mm,
It's an extreme thing to do, and she's not an athlete and she's not a natural runner. And does that take its toll? Well, it has taken its toll on her body, I suppose, but
yeah.
I think mentally, I think it takes its toll. And this is what they were saying, that they're not sure if it's a great thing, which was a different take on it, I have to say.
Yeah, it's a different take. And when we were messaging about it earlier in the week and you said that, and I was a bit like, the thing is, she's a grown woman. She's a
Mm,
strong-minded woman. She's always been a strong-minded woman since
yeah.
she came into TV. Um she doesn't strike me as the type of someone who would do something if they didn't want to do it. She just
No, I
doesn't.
know what you mean. No,
So whether she was pressured or not, I just don't agree with that. I just think
no.
she will have done it. And I mean I did very absolutely nothing along the lines of what she did, but when our company turned 125, everyone made pledges to do things and like some people made pledges to bake 125 cupcakes and sell them and that kind of thing.
Mm.
And
What did you do,
I was
Katie?
overcome with something at the time, and I said I'm going to do, and it was for me as much as it was for the money raising.
Mm,
I was going to do 125. I started with miles, and then I changed it to kilometers of multi-sport activities. So basically triathlons.
yeah.
But I did do a duathlon in there as well, so it wasn't all triathlons. And so I did 125 kilometers of triathlon and duathlons
Mm,
across, I think it was across 5 or 6 different events. So I always did the sprint ones. So the sprint ones were like 25-kilometer bike, sort of, I can't remember, 750-meter swim, and then either a 5K run or a 6K run, depending on where you were. So I did that for a year, and it was really hard going, but I would never have given up on it, and I would never have like said I'm not going to finish. I always knew that I would finish it.
mm.
But it is really hard, mentally really tough. And as a result, as I said in the last episode, I haven't really done a lot of running since because I did so much running to
Yeah.
train for that. And because running's always been my preference, I didn't really enjoy the swimming bit of it and didn't love the bike bit of it. So I always did the running bit more than anything else. I think doing it to that extent has put me off a little bit doing anything else.
That was it, yeah.
Yeah.
PTSD type.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. But this is kind of what the conversation was about with Sarah Cox.
Yeah.
Like, is this going to make her hate running forevermore? Or is it going to give her PTSD? Like genuinely.
Yeah, yeah.
So and I hadn't thought about it in that way. Like
Yeah.
doing something like that, giving you PTSD. But like you've just said,
It
it
probably
probably
does a
did
little bit. And then I suppose,
yeah.
but it hasn't put me off doing any exercise. Like, obviously, I still do other stuff. And then, like I
Mm,
said before, I did do a little
but
run this morning and
yeah,
it did make me think, well,
but it's
maybe I could do a
more
bit of running again.
not as extreme, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
It's like Dave used to do like ridiculous bike rides,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
hundreds of miles, and in like as a challenge as well. So they'd have to do it in certain times and stuff. And he said now he looks back at that and it just makes him shudder
Mm.
because it's just so extreme
Yeah.
and you're so worn out from it that you actually don't feel particularly good when you've
No.
finished it because you just feel so like rinsed, I suppose. But
But
yeah,
there's a real trend about it, isn't there? If you think like look at marathon running and people
mm,
there's definitely like a it's not it's fashionable, but people suddenly decide they're going to do a marathon and like it's I think it's a great thing to do to train for a challenge. I mean I did one marathon one marathon. When was it? It was before I had Lottie,
I
but after
remember
I'd had
that.
Freya. And I absolutely said I would never do another marathon again. It was
No,
horrific. I remember, I
yeah,
remember,
my friend did one and she said the same.
I remember because it was, I did the first, Manchester Marathon used to be a massive thing and then they stopped doing it. And the first one they did back after a big break is the one that I did. So it must be, I guess, 13 or 14 years ago. And it was in April. It's like the first weekend in April, I think, the marathon. So I'd trained for it, had trained. I absolutely hated training. I used to go for these long runs and I'd
Oh,
set off with good intentions and I'd get like 8 or 9 miles into it. I'd always do a there and back kind of a run.
yeah.
And I'd be like really regretting my life choices. And the number of times I rang Neil to come and pick me up.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, see,
And he
it's
used to
not,
have to come
yeah.
out with poor old Freya, baby, toddler, in the car to pick me up because I couldn't go on anymore. And then I
But
did a
running that 10 miles is long,
it's
it's a
massive, isn't
long
it?
way. Yeah.
And I remember doing a big long run with my brother, and because I used to run with my brother a little bit before, and absolutely hating him because he was like, "Come on, we'll do a bit
Iron
more. We'll
Man.
do this. We'll do that. We'll do that." And I'd be like, "I hate you. I don't want to do this anymore." But he got me
Yeah,
through
that's
my
funny.
longest run. Like that was
Yeah.
probably 19 miles, I think, was my longest run
Right.
before the marathon. But on the actual marathon day, it was April, but it was one of the coldest Aprils that we'd seen for a long time, and it was snowing and it was sleeting, and it was
Oh, I don't remember that.
people were being taken
No.
off with hypothermia. Like I remember this one guy got taken out of the marathon, like the whole silver sheet around him and all sorts with hypothermia. And I remember stopping to go to a Portaloo. There was like Portaloos on the way around, and I pulled my pants down and I had a proper minute of like, because I was so numb, I couldn't tell whether my pants were up or down. And because you're a bit
Oh,
delirious, like, and you're not quite, it's just the weirdest
yeah.
feeling. And I was so like disorientated in this portal of where are my pants? It's like,
Oh.
I'm not going to run the last 10 miles with no pants, am I?
Probably get to that point where you don't really care.
Well, I think you do get to that point where you don't really care.
Yeah.
And then this is the thing with challenges, isn't it? I got to the near the end and I think we definitely ran through Old Trafford. And I have a vague memory of the end. But there were people lying in the streets giving you jelly babies and all that kind of thing, and that was
Yeah.
lovely.
Pushes
And
you
kids,
on. Yeah.
yeah, high-fiving you. And it gives you that little buzz when people are cheering you
Yeah.
through. So, and that was lovely. But I would never do it again. Absolutely never. I
No.
hated a marathon. It's just too
No,
much.
it's hard that. Yeah, I couldn't do that. No way. I think the furthest I've ever actually run is about 7 miles.
Yeah. And that's
That's the
just normal.
furthest. Yeah, but I couldn't run any further than that.
But you could walk forever.
Oh, I could walk forever. Well, I did, yeah. If we go for a walk, I'll do 15, 17 miles.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't even, I mean, don't get me wrong, you're tired at the end of it, but
Yeah.
I could carry on.
Yeah.
Because I love it.
Yeah, I
But
do like
you have,
walking, but my hips and my feet are knackered, so from all the running.
mm, yeah, exactly. That's why I stopped, see.
Yeah.
But I do love yeah, I do love a hike. I do love a long hike.
Mm.
But you've got to have the time, like you were saying before. You've got a whole day, haven't you? It takes
You
out a whole
have,
day.
yeah. And that's the balance of exercise. We touched on it a little bit in the main episode, didn't we? Like you when you're in a certain point in your life, you've just got to fit exercise around what you've got time to do, haven't you?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it has to suit your days and yeah.
like
But
Neil takes Freya to the gym, and that I think that's quite nice, really. That's their little time together, and
yeah, that's nice.
they have a couple of hours, and I can't ever imagine having a couple of hours to go to the gym because there's always something else to do for me. I would always
Yeah,
prioritize doing the housework or washing or ironing or whatever before going to the gym.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I do go to the gym, but it is 2 hours, like you say, though. I know what you
Mm.
mean. But yeah, you need to prioritize yourself.
Well, I do that, but I do
Leave
work
the
out in the
ironing.
mornings. Like
Don't
I
need
get
to
up at
iron.
5:40. Oh God, I know. To be fair, Neil does a lot of the ironing.
Does it? We don't do it in our
I
house.
hate ironing. I hate it with a passion. But Neil quite
Just,
enjoys it.
oh, people
Mm.
do. There are these weirdos out
I know,
there
yeah.
who like it. My dad loves ironing.
Everyone
I
keeps telling me to
cannot
get,
stand it.
I can't, it's so boring. Everyone keeps telling me to get a steamer. I need people to message in and tell me whether that's something that I need to do because I feel like
Hang
that,
it up and
yeah,
like,
just steam
yeah,
it. And
yeah.
apparently you never have to iron again. I'm like, that just sounds like
Well, I
my,
don't iron anyway.
I know, but we've got the kids' school shirts and all that kind
That's
of
the
thing.
only thing I ever used to iron.
Mm.
I used to hate that as well.
I know Neil wears a lot of shirts. He loves a shirt, doesn't Neil? So
Oh,
I know. So that's why he
oh.
does a lot of the ironing because
Anyway,
if I iron, I'll only iron the kids' stuff, which is really tight, isn't it? I'm so tight.
just just roll everything else up into a
I'll
ball.
just leave it. I said, I'll leave your shirts for you, babe. Is that all right? Because I
You
hate
love
them.
ironing.
I
I hate
hate
it.
ironing shirts, and they're always like these big, thick. Oh, I don't know how we've got onto ironing when we're supposed to be talking about
I don't
sport.
know. It's extreme
It is
sport.
extreme sport, extreme ironing. Would you ever do? So, talking of challenges, one of the things that I did that I really loved, hated at the time was the Three Peaks. Would you do that?
So, no.
Would you not?
I, no, because
It's
doing something
walking. You
like
love
that,
walking.
I love walking. This is why I don't want to do that. So the reason I don't want to do that is the time thing.
Eh.
And I wouldn't enjoy the walking. So why, like going on a 10-mile walk, love it. Going on a 10-mile walk, but you've got to do it in 2 hours. I'd just be so angry about that because I like to stop and look around. And I'd get really cross because I'd be thinking, I want to enjoy this walk. I don't want to be looking at my watch. I want to be looking over the top of the mountain and having a little cup of tea and a sandwich at the top.
You definitely don't do that on the Three Peaks.
Exactly. And I do know people, you included, who've done the three peaks, and it's just like it's it's quite brutal, isn't it? The
Mm.
like having to get
It
to the
is.
different peaks and the yeah and the
But
traveling of it.
the time, yeah, I was going to say the time bit is definitely the in-betweens. Like when you're walking, you just walk. You don't, I mean, we didn't run, walk, or anything like that. We just walked because we had mixed abilities in our group. But some people did run. I mean, that was just ridiculous. But the Yorkshire Three Peaks is good. You could do that because that is just walking. And
Yeah,
that is
that's fine.
three
Yeah.
mountains all within close proximity of each other. So you do one, walk to the next one, do the next one, walk to the next one, do the
Yeah,
next
I
one.
could do that. Yeah.
So that's
And I
quite good.
have done challenges like walking challenges.
Hmm.
So I did 50k one for I can't remember it might have been Alzheimer's. Um and that was really nice. We
Hmm.
climbed up Penny Fan and that was lovely. But it wasn't it like the time constraint. Although I did come in the top 10 finishers.
Ooh, look at you.
Shout me
Top 10
out,
over
yeah.
40s or something.
No, I don't know. I don't think so. No, I think I was in the top
Top 10
10.
altogether.
I think so. Yeah, bloody cheek. Um, yeah, I did that. But again, I found I found it quite easy, really,
Mm,
which is ridiculous because you're climbing a mountain, and I didn't. But I do think living at the top of a massive hill
yes.
helps.
Yeah, definitely. See, I live at the bottom of a massive hill, so
Ah, yeah. Yeah, go and find the hills,
yeah.
walk up and down them, training.
The thing is,
There you
with
go.
all of these challenges, and going back to where we started with Sarah Cox, generally they are
Mm.
about raising money, aren't they? And everything, I mean, most of the stuff I've
Yeah,
done in my life has been about charity. Um, but it's always been a slightly selfish thing as well. Like I've always wanted to do everything I've done. I've never felt forced into it. But they do raise a lot of money. If you look how much she's raised is it £9.5 million for children,
Yeah, I know that's mental, isn't it?
which is just crazy. I mean, it must be twice as much as some of the other challenges have raised, more, I reckon. And but it's also the conversations that people are now having as a result of her doing it. So going back to the Trevor Nelson women of a certain age
Mm.
comment, like, why the fuck shouldn't she do it? Like, why shouldn't she
I
do
don't
that
understand it.
challenge?
I don't understand it as it's a comment though.
No.
Women of a certain age. Like, actually think about that. What does it mean?
Yeah. What?
What, I'll tell you what it means. It means menopausal women
Yeah.
who are like on the scrap heap.
Yeah.
That's what it means
Who
because it's an
shouldn't?
old term.
It is a really old-fashioned term.
Yeah,
And it's
and
funny, isn't it?
it's
It just
wrong.
if you look at kind of the concept of misogyny and all of that stuff, there is so much of it knocking around still that hides in plain sight of normal cultural terms like women of a certain age that
Mm.
5 to 10 years ago you wouldn't have blinked an eye at. You wouldn't really, would you? And but
No.
it is just common parlance in everything. And but it is what's created this concept that women over 50 who have been menopausal or are menopausal can't run 135 miles. Well, why the fuck not? She's
Or
just
can't
done
do
it.
anything. They're completely
Hmm.
useless,
Yeah,
apparently. It's, oh, I don't know. You do like you would you say men of a certain age? Like
no,
you would not say that,
you
would you?
wouldn't. No, you
So it's
absolutely
men that
wouldn't.
have come up with it
Yeah,
as a
but
description for a woman who's on the scrap heap.
isn't that true of everything though? It is.
Well, yeah, it is true of everything, but we fight back these days.
We do fight back. Well, that's what I said to you, didn't I? I watched Riot Women this week. And I've kind of, and this is bad for me, isn't it? I've kind of thought, oh, I don't fancy that because it's like about old women in the menopause.
Oh, is that what it's about?
Yeah, yeah. Well, not
Oh, I
old
didn't
women in the
realise
menopause,
that.
but yeah, it's about
I
menopausal
like,
women, and
oh, right. I like the
it
word riot in the title.
it
That's
is.
good.
Do you know what? And it's Sally Wainwright who, from
Mm.
a writing perspective, I love everything she's ever done. Like she's brilliant, isn't she? And it captures. Just watch it. Like maybe we'll talk about it in another episode because I think it absolutely captures the way that society is designed against women and
Mm.
against particularly women who are aging, who are getting to a certain point in their lives where, and everyone just thinks, well, that's it, they're done for now, aren't they? They become invisible, and I just think that's really, and it tackles some really interesting themes in it, which is good.
All right. Just make you think like what it was like back in the, well, I'm saying back in the day,
Hmm.
but it's not even like it's like 50 years in our lifetime,
I know,
essentially.
I know,
It's crazy how women have been treated.
I know, I
I
know.
do think, yeah, like I said, we're fighting back.
We are fighting back. Do you know what really blew my mind? We've gone completely off topic, haven't we? But what's
Oh, again.
what really blew my mind about the whole misogynistic world that we live in was it was in the 19 it was either early 80s or late 70s. Up until then, women weren't officially allowed to go in a pub on their own. They had to be accompanied by a man. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, some women weren't allowed in pubs at all
Yeah.
in the 70s. They
Yeah.
just weren't allowed in. Well, like the golf club. Do
The
you remember
go
the golf
oh,
club?
don't I've been ranting about that this week to someone else.
They used to have a separate
A
women's room,
men's
didn't they?
bar and a women's lounge. And at
Yeah.
the golf club of my parents, they don't listen to this. So, but even though that's now been outlawed, it's actually illegal to call something a men's bar and the women's lounge. They all still
Right.
do because that's what it always was.
Oh, right.
I know.
No, that's terrible. I do
It's
remember that about
terrible.
that.
I know. Well, that's why I never really got on with golf. I think it's just there's too much misogyny in golf,
Hmm.
particularly in kind of grassroots stuff.
Although a golf club is something really good to twat around someone's head if they're annoying you.
Yeah. It's quite useful to have. Tell me about your rugby, because you don't play anymore,
Yeah,
do you?
don't play anymore. Took up
No.
rugby when I was 40, like you do. Um, so Olivia used to play it, and I was friends with the coach, well, both coaches actually, and they said you need to come along because we want to get women into rugby. And so I was like, oh, I'm not sure about this. And then they did this like open day thing. And I thought, well, I'll go along, and obviously I wanted to see Olivia. Anyway, I absolutely loved it. I loved it. And it was just like running around getting covered in mud.
Mm.
I just loved it. Yeah. And but the problem with rugby, I mean, I did win most, what did I win? Most improved player.
I
I
remember
won
that.
when I
Yeah.
started. Yeah. But I don't think I was very good. Like really.
But you don't
I
care though if you're
loved it.
enjoying
I
it, do
made up
you?
for it in enthusiasm at
Yeah.
times, but yeah. I just used to run around a lot, but and I was quite fit at that point as well. But and
Yeah.
that keeps you fit
Yeah, I can
as a
imagine there's a
sport.
lot of
It
running.
really, it's a lot of running and it's a lot of fast sprints and
Mm.
so yeah, it was good. It was good. But then I had the frozen shoulder
Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah.
and I just couldn't play. I just couldn't do it. Well, you can't, not with that because it's
Mm.
too painful. And that was kind of it, really. I just got out of it and then I was like obviously at physio and then went started at the gym and I just stopped playing.
Mm.
And then I'm too old to do it now. I know we've just had that conversation and I shouldn't say it, but I
I've
do
got a disappointed
feel,
face.
I know, but injury wise,
Mm.
I wouldn't want to risk it.
It would be good to find. I was just thinking then it would be nice because I would quite like to do something sporty that doesn't involve killing myself by doing too much. Like something that's a team sport that you can do that I don't know. Like I've never played hockey. I'd love to have a little go at hockey or
Yeah.
netball that's not
We,
really aggressive because fucking hell, netball is aggressive these
oh,
days.
well, I was in a netball team for a very short period of time,
Yeah.
which Rachel again set up. She set up this netball team. And we entered a tournament. We trained with each other for oh my God, it was like 2 months, like that, not even that. And
Hmm.
then we went into this tournament, which was just hilarious. And I sprained my thumb. Literally, the first touch, I sprained my thumb,
No, and then you
and it was
couldn't play.
purple. It was just so I couldn't play.
Oh,
Yeah. And then I mean, she's was used to be a basketball like professional, so
yeah.
she's like I'm gonna have to play, and she was just all over. So we didn't actually come bottom,
Oh, that's good.
and everyone was just well impressed with us because everybody else in the tournament had been playing for years,
Yeah.
and we just like rocked up, and we'd only been playing for 8 weeks. It was quite funny. They were looking at us like, "Oh right," but yeah, we
Maybe
didn't come last.
maybe we need to invent like a team or come up with something like a bit of a challenging the norms type of team of I don't know what sport. We need some suggestions. People need to message us in and tell us what sports do we think we should start trying.
You've not really done a team sport, have you? Like that? No.
No, which is really ironic because I love doing stuff as
Yeah.
a team.
I
Like I
said,
love
yeah,
my
you
work
do.
team and I'm really into team stuff. I think probably because I never did it at school, I was almost actively discouraged from doing it at school. Um, I did play in a netball team when I lived in London for a bit, but that was terrifying because the teams that we played against used to scare me. Um,
Mm,
but yeah, no,
classic game.
I've never really done a team sport.
No, perhaps you
Maybe
need
I
to
need
give it a
to
go.
give it a go. Yeah, I'll give it a whirl. I
Have a
just need
look
to find
round.
something to do.
Yeah,
I
you
just,
do. Yeah. And just to throw another thing in,
hmm. Yeah, well,
because of all that time you've got.
because we're coming to an end. We're coming to an end. I know, but we were going to talk about hobbies, weren't we? So I reckon that's our next episode is
Yeah.
hobbies because I've got a big week this week, which I don't think I told you, did I? I've
No,
got
go on.
our piano and keyboard showcase on Tuesday night. So me and Lottie are
Oh,
playing in a showcase on Tuesday night. So I can
we'll
tell you
set you up.
all about it next
Tell me
week.
all about it. You're
Yeah.
going to show me up with the hobbies. You really are.
Well,
You're
I
like
don't
the
know.
hobby queen.
I am the hobby
What?
queen.
You've always got something on the go.
I know.
Me, not so much.
Well, maybe you need to try a few hobbies because I think that's doing something for yourself, isn't it?
Yeah. I kind of feel like I don't know. I feel like walking's a bit of a hobby.
Yeah, well,
I
that's
suppose
okay.
Pilates is, yeah. I mean, I have got all of those things. Yeah.
Well,
I
let's
need to do something with my brain.
get some suggestions for sports teams for us, and let's talk about hobbies next time as well. So if anyone does any weird and wonderful hobbies, I would love to know. Like knitting and crocheting was a thing, wasn't it? Not that long ago. So
Oh, it's
if
still popular.
yeah, so if anyone's like into that, then let's hear about that and let's hear about the hobbies that everyone does, and we can talk about that next time.
And I'll take one up.
Between now and our next record, I want you to have chosen a hobby that you're going to do in the new year.
Oh my God.
There you go.
Right.
Challenge for you, Katie.
Okay. What kind of one though?
I don't know. That's up to you. It's got to be something like my hobbies. I tend to do more creative things because I don't get to be very creative anymore in my
Yeah.
job. So,
I do need to learn something.
okay, right. Challenge for you. But for
Yeah.
now, we'll say
Okay.
goodbye.
Yeah.
Ready for next time. We'll try and be a little bit more fun next time. I don't feel like our fun switch has been turned off this week, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. Serious conversation. Well,
I
we've
know.
had some serious subjects.
We have, but we can be more fun next week. But for now, let's say goodbye.
And see you next week.
Yeah, see you next week. Love you.
Bye.
Bye bye
Love
bye.
you. Bye. 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 Thank you for listening.
And don't forget to subscribe for access to all our future episodes. And please get in touch with us. We're on Instagram, midlife_no crisis_pod. And we're on Facebook, Midlife No Crisis. We'd love to hear from you soon. See you next time.